This week, the U.S. Attorney decided not to appeal a case that dropped criminal charges against 5 former San Diego City Pension Board members. City Attorney Jan Goldsmith joins me now to explain whether this is the end of the story. Thanks for being here, Jan, once again.
Always a pleasure.
Is this the end of the story?
No, it's not the end of the story. I'm not the U.S. Attorney or the District Attorney, so we weren't involved in the criminal charges, and they had to do with interpretation of federal and some state criminal laws. This pension story, however, isn't over because we haven't addressed and resolved the problem. And
the problem of
the underfunding of the pension benefits.
How much is that now?
Well, it's about $2.1 billion total, and our annual required contribution for the pension is at $225 million about this year. It is projected to go up each year for the next 15 years to peak in about 15 years at a little over $500 million a year. Now, then it comes down.
Yeah, but you've set the context for it.
Yes.
And I'm really asking you whether, is this the end of the story for the city attorney's office? Are you not going to be involved in any more litigation regarding these 5 people? We
are involved in a lot of litigation. We still have matters that were initiated by Mike Aguirre, which are still pending. We have challenged the way contributions are calculated by the pension board, enforcing the charter's requirements substantially equal. With regard to some of these individuals, we do look at individual benefits to determine whether they were properly adopted and granted. And we have been challenging the calculation of benefits for some of the former union presidents.
You're talking about Ron Satoff?
Yeah. And
there was headed up the firefighters.
Right,
union,
and
right.
Judy Italiano, and there were some others. And these are all civil cases in which our office is involved, and we have challenged their right to use their union salary to calculate their pension benefits as opposed to their much lower city salary, and we have been winning those cases. We won 4 of those cases. They are being appealed. And there is one that is still out for a decision. We're going to be challenging and probably going to trial. You had an idea of asking all city employees to either pay more into their pension fund or reduce the amount of their pensions. Are you going to follow up on that? It's not reducing the amount of their pension. Pension benefits are vested as long as they're properly granted. Okay. Let's be careful on that because benefits are vested. The Supreme Court has said that over and over again in California, probably more so than just about any other state. But what's not vested is the way you contribute to the plan. And we have an expensive plan. Our charter says that the employees and the employer are supposed to contribute substantially equal amounts, right, unless the city agrees to pick up some of the employees' contributions, which has been done by ordinance. But the general rule has not been enforced by the pension board. We have challenged that. There will be a key hearing on that issue on September 24. So you are going to follow up on, on having them. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, we're going to enforce the law. And we have a key hearing on September 24. At the same track on that, we're opening negotiations with the unions on creating a less expensive option for employees. So if the contributions go too high, neither side can afford it. Maybe there's something that's less expensive, puts more money in our pockets, taxpayers' pockets, and employees' pockets, and give them that choice. We have seconds left, but I have to ask you, how can we be sure that the city is better protected in the future from this kind of a risk that we've There's a couple of things. First of all, there's a provision in the charter now that you can't increase pension benefits without a vote of the people. The pension board has been reconstituted to be more balanced, but I will tell you the most important thing in our form of government, representative democracy, and I've seen it for about 20 years, people need to keep informed and and make their voices heard. This is high maintenance. It's participatory democracy. Back in 1996, when this thing started, there was not much discussion about it. It was in the newspaper, but it wasn't discussed. Well, that's what today people are more motivated. Keep that up. Not just the last 2 weeks of an election. Full time. Okay, and that's what we're trying to do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.